Raise your hand if you have ever bought a product online. Yeah, I thought so. I should ask if you bought two and your hand would never go down again, right? Keep the hand up, please. It's the last talk, we got to give it a bit, all right? Since your hand is raised, have a close look at your hand. Particularly your thumb. Now, this is going to sound a bit provocative, but your thumb is the last line of defense for our planet. This is not meant to be funny, right? So while you wonder about the unknown powers of your thumb, I need to make a confession. I'm a marketer, an academic, and a human being. Therefore, my life is a conundrum driven by the inherent conflict of goals my very different roles pursue, particularly when it comes to the notion of sustainability. But please allow me to explain. As a marketer, I engage in a devil's art. I strive to understand you. More so, I strive to understand you better than you understand yourself. I use all means of modern technology to predict your needs and your behavior. I aim to be one step ahead of you to fulfill your future cravings. My products and services are the solution to your problem. Even if sometimes you don't know you had a problem, the $750 billion my colleagues and I spend yearly on advertising help you come to your senses. With my products and services, I make you feel stronger, faster, sexier, or just satisfied for the very moment. But along the way, I get you to engage with my content. The more, the better. Because engagement matters, at least for the algorithms that control the most important bottleneck of my world. The screen in front of your eyes. Luckily for me, you are obsessed with screens. You're drawn to them. Your life is as much digital as it is offline. You find yourself browsing for the next shiny new toy at night. After all, 70% of my advertising spending is geared towards your digital behavior. And you love it. Oh, look, there's an influencer wearing these tempting leggings. Wouldn't you want to look like this too? Yeah. Unsurprisingly, impulse purchasing was never easier. A few taps or swipes, and these back-end enhancing leggings are yours. You feel great and cannot wait for the wondrous product to arrive at your doorstep. A few days later, and they're here. But to your surprise, the box also contains a 15% discount coupon for your next purchase. So why not also get these new cool sneakers, right? You start swiping up and down. The sneakers miraculously appear on all of your screens, and the cycle starts again. Now, I could have been the responsible marketer behind all of this. I would have known almost everything about you, but I have no clue who you are. To me, you are a number on my screen. You hold a monetary value, which we marketers call lifetime value. I strive to optimize that lifetime value by getting you to come back for more. That's the coupon. But I'm also a consumer and a human being. I have feelings and emotions. I have a life outside my office. Just don't tell my boss. I tell my kids to turn off the water when they brush their teeth. I recycle our trash. I aim to source responsibly. I care. I care about the animals, the planet, the environment, and so much more. Yet come the next day in the office, I only care about you. Buying this one more item. I care to increase your basket size. I designed loyalty programs to make you come back more frequently. I redesign products to make your current ones feel old. Yeah, you know it. I carefully plan product obsolescence. You think it was a coincidence that your last electronics device died just after its warranty ended? I got a bonus. And you a new device. I even hold product release keynote presentations for you to celebrate your future spendings. And I let you pre-order. After all, why wait to take your money? But I also add my brand's carbon neutrality goals to every piece of corporate communication. Because I know you care about sustainability, and thus I do everything I can to make you feel good about your next purchase. Now, the academic in me wonders, if I care about the planet, you care about the planet, and my company, at least seemingly, cares about the planet, why is it that I do everything in my power to make you buy one more item? But likewise, why is it that buying this one more item makes you feel so great, despite for an increasingly shorter time period? Let's be honest, we know that our consumption's on steroids, but why? Now, I believe the answer to this is much bigger than the sum of its parts. Clues are likely to be found in the increasing penetration of technology in our lives. Since the upcoming of information technology, we have made leaps in productivity and life quality. But likewise, we are overwhelmed by the impact technology has on us. See, evolutionary, we've always relied on social networks. Not what you're thinking. The people around us. These networks helped us to learn, to shape attitudes, and to ultimately form our behavior. Most of these networks had one thing in common. They were small, somewhat personal, and their stimuli were easily processable by the human brain. Since the birth of the modern internet, however, things have changed. Information flows 24/7 in an unstoppable frequency. Things have become faster, overwhelmingly fast. They've also become increasingly detached. Whereas the impact of friends and family has been the major component for the formation of our attitudes and behavior, it is now increasingly people we don't know. Hundreds or even thousands of algorithmically curated content pieces bombard our mind every day. Virtual influencers impact our cravings. Everything's being optimized for quick decision making. For the last 2 years, I have lived in China, where hundreds of cars or expensive wine bottles were sold in mere seconds during live streams. Now, these streams were supported by objective-driven, relentless, and highly intelligent systems. The pressure to consume is real, and you all know it. Isn't it strange that there's always more people looking for a hotel room than rooms available on your favorite booking site? Fast consumption requires fast action. The faster you act, the better for me. Each interaction you have with technology is driven by an increasing amount of automation. It is therefore no surprise that the connecting element between you and the marketer are mostly platforms and the algorithms. Now, algorithms are cold, emotionless, but flawless in execution. They have been designed with good intent, but have become autonomous in action. Who of you has watched a movie on an online streaming platform? Raise your hand. Who of you believes to have selected that movie? Keep your hand up. So everybody who took the hand down has either kids or a partner, right? Now, I actually argue, and bear with me, that you've only controlled the final behavioral moment, pressing the play button. But an algorithm curated the offering based on the highest probability of your consumption. Look what you do next time when you go to your favorite movie streaming platform. Do you search for a movie or do you just press play? Consumption is no different. Because algorithms optimize towards their exclusive goal: growth. They want more, and they do everything in their power to get more, both from you and the marketer alike. The problem is, we cannot handle more, neither can our planet. The only limitation to watching one more short video, one more influencer post, or one more time-limited discount offer on your favorite fast fashion website is the swiping speed of your thumb. Now it's important to listen, because in a world dominated by algorithmic commerce, where the speed of action by far exceeds the time needed to rationally process information, the swiping speed of your thumb is truly the last line of defense for our planet. How long will this defense last at the current rate of technological progress? When will your thumb become obsolete in the rat race of consumption? Let's save our planet by us controlling technology and not the other way around. This applies to you, to me, and to the many marketers behind the campaigns you are guaranteed to see on your many screens tonight. Let's give future generations and our planet more hope than just the speed limitation of our thumb. Thank you.